I'm Tonia Khouri, president of In Defense of Christians. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a wife and mother of 3. My husband and I are business owners and have been involved in our community for years, including local politics, though I did spend some time away for school, including my continued education degree from Harvard. But above all these things, I'm a Christian. And while I have experience in business, government administration, and advocacy for Christians in the Middle East, that's not why I took this position. I took this position as president of IDC because I believe passionately in serving our brothers and sisters in Christ. It is our moral obligation and Christian duty to do whatever we can to preserve and protect Christianity in the Middle East, the birthplace of our faith. IDC began several years ago with volunteers, supporters, and partners who started the work of advocacy and awareness. At the time, ISIS was emerging as a threat against the Christians of Iraq and Syria and elsewhere in the Middle East. IDC and its partners responded to the threat by advocating in Washington on behalf of persecuted Christians. With your help in 2016, the House, Senate, and Secretary of State recognized that ISIS was committing genocide against Christians and other minorities in Iraq and Syria. In 2017, IDC spearheaded the U.S. government's decision to send emergency aid to Christians in the Middle East, a program that continues today. And in 2021, after years of advocacy, the White House followed Congress in recognizing the Armenian genocide. We have raised awareness of persecution to an unprecedented degree, and we've built strong coalitions that advance our mission to protect and preserve Christian communities under threat. You see, IDC does the work of the Lord in the language of Washington. So whether it's through contacting elected officials, through your generous donations, or through prayer, it's your support that makes our advocacy for persecuted Christians possible. IDC's work began with ISIS, but it will not end with ISIS. They were symbolic of what is coming. There are many challenges before us, and persecution will only get worse in the years ahead. Some threats will come from groups affiliated with ISIS, such as Boko Haram in Nigeria. Some will be more sophisticated, such as Iran and Turkey and their terrorist proxies. Many threats against religious freedom will come from their own governments. This isn't new. As Christians, we know that we'll be persecuted for our faith. And Jesus tells us in the Sermon on the Mount, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." Remember, we are commanded not to be afraid. We are also commanded to help those in need. So, in the years ahead, IDC will maintain its mission focus on the protection and preservation of Christians of the Middle East, where millions of Copts, Lebanese, Syrians, Iraqis, Iranians, Armenians, and others face daily discrimination, persecution, and the continued effects of genocide. At the same time, as we see the spread of persecution globally, we will expand our advocacy focus to the protection of Christians in Africa and Asia, in addition to the Middle East. Thanks be to God, we have had several successes that would not have happened without your support and that of our staff, volunteers, and partners. So to take action or donate, visit our website at indefenseofchristians.org. Please help us continue our mission. Our brothers and sisters in Christ are depending on us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Richard Ghazal, Executive Director at In Defense of Christians. I'm a retired U.S. Air Force intelligence officer and judge advocate. I have family roots in Tor Abdin, southeast Turkey, the cradle of Syriac Christianity. IDC's mission is to preserve, protect, and strengthen persecuted Christian communities throughout the Middle East and around the world. Our advocacy is accomplished through a three-dimensional approach: direct advocacy in government, also known as lobbying, educating the public, and media engagement. IDC's direct government advocacy focuses on building and strengthening relationships in Congress, advocating for targeted legislation, and building consensus around strategic initiatives. We also work closely with the White House and State Department to drive the implementation of foreign policy priorities. We're blessed to have strong partners throughout government who share our interest in the protection of persecuted Christians. IDC educates the public through various means, including focused policy briefings, moderated panels, speaker events, and periodic reports. Even through the COVID-19 pandemic, we've successfully continued our mission of educating the public without skipping a beat, through webinars and virtual events featuring some of the world's foremost experts. Media engagement is critical to IDC's strategic communication and advocacy. IDC regularly appears on national and international media, both radio and television, to supplement our direct advocacy. We routinely publish foreign policy articles in national publications, including the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and The Hill, to educate the public on various complex issues. This three-dimensional approach is supported by our valued partners and advisors throughout civil society, academia, and the ecumenical Christian family, all critical to advocacy and coalition building. IDC's mission would not be possible without your support. You can stay current on our advocacy updates by following us on social media and subscribing to In Defense of Christians on YouTube. You can contribute to our advocacy efforts by visiting indefenseofchristians.org and clicking on Take Action. There, you can lend your voice to the fight by sending direct correspondence to your elected officials. Because in IDC's mission to protect persecuted Christians, every voice counts. Thank you.